Hey guys, what's up? The Explorer of Horror here, Horrorboy 465, aka Nate Murphy, and y'all know what time it is. It is time for us to get to another WWE pay-per-view review. A little bit late on this one, want to apologize for that, but we still want to get the review out for you guys. Today we are reviewing the Royal Rumble, and I have Colton here with me.
What's up?
And we're going to be touching on the WWE Royal Rumble from 2018. We are now officially on the road to WrestleMania, and we have two pay-per-views for Mania.
Yep,
We got
Chamber and Fastlane.
yeah, so we got those two to go through, and then we got Mania. So it's exciting right now. It's definitely a very good time to be a WWE fan. Lots of hype going on, and it should be a great road to WrestleMania. Let's just hope that Fastlane and Chamber are good.
Also, quick shout out to the NXT performers actually making NXT better than the Rumble, in my opinion, because that Aleister Black Adam Cole match stole the show, and then the Johnny versus Andrade Cien was a 5-star, which hasn't been in WWE since Money in the Bank 2011 when CM Punk took on John Cena, and that speaks the volume of NXT about how Triple H is setting them up, and then Vince is just screwing them up because Vince doesn't know how to book. And hopefully, with the launch of the XFL coming in 2020, I know you touched about it. I wasn't in it, but hopefully, if Vince does pull away from that and starts more on the XFL, Triple H can come in and take over and actually put on more 5-star matches with the young talent and actually push the poor young talent like poor Finn Balor. I understand people were like saying that this is 2020, but he got beat. He got squashed by Kane, and now he got beat by Cena. Even though
squash match, pretty much. Was it a squash?
No, it was a good match. It was a very good match, but it's still. I get it why they didn't let Finn win because he would have just lost at the pay-per-view because Roman's obviously gonna win.
What if it was a squash match?
If it was a squash match, I'd be completely done with Vince, and I hope Finn would just quit after that. If it was a squash match, I'd be like, look, I'm out. You're like Neville, I'm out. You want to treat me like Neville, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
And there has been a lot of people leaving and coming. Like Enzo left, got fired, which kind of surprised me.
Yeah.
And if he did it, and if he didn't do it, we'll figure it out. But I'm pretty sure he didn't do it. But yeah, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, it does.
For you, for me, it's just like
yeah, because I was still kind of an Enzo fan. So,
but now we can go rap.
That's his plan. That's his dream. Hey, how you doing, Dream? Let him go do his dream. You know, if he wants to go and rap, let him go do it. You know.
But yeah, hopefully, if Neville does come back now, since Enzo is gone, they won't put him in the cruiserweight division. They'll actually use him for potential, but
I don't know if they're going to bring back Neville.
I don't either because I think Dave sent a tweet about it saying he's not talking. They're either letting him go, or they're making a deal with him to come back until his contract's over for him to wrestle, and then maybe if we are lucky, he'll stay. But if he comes back, it is because he needs the money. Because they ice his contract, meaning he can't get paid for sitting at home now. Yeah. So basically, he's either going to come back for the money and then leave and then go blow up like Cody did, or he's going to stay. So I don't know, but
I hope he stays. But I hope they can book him right.
Exactly. But let's get on to the review. The first match of the Rumble, which was on the kickoff show. I always like doing the kickoff shows.
Yeah.
Was Kalisto, Lynch, Dorado, and Kalisto. I mean, not. God
Grand
dang it. Grand Metalik.
That's kind of racist. What? Since they're both Mexican?
No. It's not because they're both Mexican.
No, I'm just joking.
It's just I saw a K in Grand Metalik, and I was like, oh, instantly Kalisto.
It's Rey Mysterio.
No.
Is it Sin Cara? I don't know. Is it Sin Cara?
Where is Sin Cara even at?
I don't know. He was doing good on SmackDown, then Nothing.
It's because he signed. They had to give him a little push. Now he's like back to like main event in Job
He's
City.
he's in mid-card wasteland now,
Yeah, probably.
or jobber wasteland, whatever wasteland he's lost in.
But they beat TJP, Jack Gallagher, and Drew Gulak. Hopefully now that Enzo is gone, Drew Gulak can perform.
They beat TJP. Damn it.
TJP is, oh my goodness. But hopefully now that Enzo's gone, they can use Drew Gulak at his highest point now, because since Neville, Austin, Rick, and Enzo have gone, Drew Gulak has been my favorite person in the cruiserweight because his power points.
Not Mustafa?
Well, I'm talking about like as a heel.
Oh.
Because Enzo couldn't stand. He was doing his job right, but couldn't stand. Neville was the best heel, but then obviously left. Austin Aries wasn't heel, but he was babyface, but he still left. And then Rick Swann is babyface, and probably, I don't know, he might come back because Chargers are now dropped. So hopefully WWE can be like, okay.
That whole division is just dying. I'm sorry.
It is. What's next? Tuesday if he gets released, and then
if anybody else gets released, I guarantee they're going to stop it. If then more people get gone and they're not going to be able to fill
and they just got the general manager.
Yeah. It's not going to last long, guys.
And now it's actually getting interesting because of this tournament thing. Because what if Neville is in the tournament? Like, he's like the last person in.
Well, that'd be amazing.
In the
but
tournament.
They're going to have to make it weird because.
Like, there's this one person at the top of WrestleMania. You got to beat him. And it's Neville. It's like.
There is?
I'm just saying if that's how they're going to do it.
But if they would have to do like the thing where if he beats him, they go up the ladder and they face.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, there's like that one.
Injury. But no.
No, like there's just that one, like it's like the final boss. Like you beat everyone, you win the belt, and it's like, oh, you got one more opponent, and then outruns Neville, and then become
pretty cool.
Three-time cruiserweight champion, and then
like you waited so long, but hey, as long as Neville can become champion again,
or just put him on SmackDown.
I thought he does great as champion, but yeah, he needs to move away from that cruiserweight division.
It's the best for him.
But I'm just scared though if they put him on SmackDown, man. I just hope they don't treat him wrong. Let's just hope they don't.
If they push Jinder Mahal, they'll push Neville. If they push Jinder Mahal, they'll push Neville. If they push Enzo, they should push Neville.
I just hope that Neville can get
used better.
Booked right, yeah.
That too. But yeah, they beat TJP, Jack Gallagher, and Drew Gulak, which was a very good kickoff match, and I'm actually liking this. Lucha Libre team, couldn't probably say that right, but oh well. But it was a good little kickoff show, and I think they beat up TJP after the cameras kind of turned away because the TJP pushed both Jack and Drew, and I think as soon as he did that, they turned away. So I heard one of them say, I heard the audience say, "Ooh," and I think one of them they hit him or something.
Dang.
I don't know.
TJP getting beat up on.
Dude, TJP just loses nonstop.
Yeah, I know. I just think it's a cool. First of all, people hate the gimmick. I like the gimmick of the video game stuff. Second of all, he's a good wrestler. Third of all, I don't know, but he's a good wrestler.
I just hate. I like the game thing, but I hated his face gimmick where he dabbed, and he was like the wrestler today guy. And I'm like, why?
I liked it. Okay, it wasn't like it was amazing.
I like him better as a heel.
Does he still got the same music?
He still got the same music, but he don't dab and do all that freaking bull crap.
But he dabbed.
It's dead. It's dead.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah.
You just did it terribly. If everyone would have saw this, they would.
Yeah, I don't know how many dislikes this would have got. It's in the new game. He dabs in the new game. 2K18. It comes out. I'm not gonna dab again.
Oh yeah, it does.
Never again. But
I mean,
he comes out and he goes, yeah, boom, and then does a whole thing where he does the gun hoister.
Oh yeah,
I like that stuff. Sorry, I think it's fun. It gives him his own thing because nobody else dabs. Besides, I think Enzo would dab. Honestly,
dude, if he dabbed, I would have been done. I mean, like just firing now.
I think he would dab.
Just firing now. Okay, so the next match was the Revival defeating the Club, and
it sounds good on paper, but was it good?
It was very slow. Like they both were doing headlocks, and Carl was doing a really good knee injury selling of his knee, and they won. I think It was the weirdest way they won. He hit like a that move where like like when their back's turned, you hit their knee.
Yeah.
He did it into the turnbuckle and then he rolled him up and he pinned him. Which I was like, eh. It was
a bad finish.
It was a bad finish. Like the first match, I'd probably give it a 3. This match, I'd give it like a 2. Like two, like a low 2.
You know me, I don't watch kickoff shows.
And then the one kickoff show that was actually interesting, Bobby Roode defeating Mojo Rawley, which I honestly thought was going to be Neville because I Googled him and it said he was on SmackDown. Now I was like, so is he going to open the challenge and win or lose?
Did you know that like after that happened though, did you think he was still in the Rumble?
Neville?
Yeah. Did you think he was still going to come back?
I
thought he was going to come back.
I did, and I'm going to tell you right now, when Baron Corbin, I don't know why, but when his music hit, I thought it was Neville when I lost it, and then Baron came out. I was like,
dang it, Baron.
My heart
And then
hurt.
he got eliminated fast.
My heart hurt off that. I was like, Neville? And it was Baron. I'm like,
troll.
I was so trolled.
You might as well play that music when it came out.
Exactly, and I was like, oh my gosh.
For a second, I thought Neville was number 30 until I heard the record scratching.
I know, I was like, really freaking Dolph Ziggler.
It's like, why? So it's surprising.
Surprise, Dolph Ziggler's back when everyone knew he was coming back at the Rumble.
Exactly.
Could have been Neville. He still would have lost, but could have been Neville.
Would you want to see Neville win that, or would you want to see Shinsuke? I think Shinsuke worked hard for that victory.
He did.
He got beat up so much.
I would honestly, if it would make sense if Neville was eliminated Roman, if Neville was eliminated Roman Reigns and Shinsuke eliminated him because of that, I wouldn't have been mad.
Right.
Because he's eliminated Roman Reigns. But oh my gosh, when freaking Cena and Roman came out, all you heard was boos.
Yeah. They cheered whenever Finn and Shinsuke fought, but then whenever John Cena and Roman Reigns, face to face,
I booed. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, nobody wants to see that match again, and hopefully they don't ever do another match like that. I like the match, but that's kind of one of those matches where
you don't want to see
it's done. Let's move on,
And the same thing, I was doing Orton, Roman, and Cena.
You would be booing Orton?
I didn't want him to win.
I didn't want him to win
because
either.
They said it was going to be a SmackDown guy in Orton.
No offense, but then Orton looked like he's starting to get that age.
Yes.
He looks like he's starting to get old. I'm like, he got those gray hairs.
Oh, no.
With the wrinkles in them. Like, oh, no, Randy, no.
And then, I'm not going to spoil it, but you should know how salty I was when someone came out and someone just got eliminated like that because of Cena. You should know, and I was very, very, very angry, and I booed as loud as I could. If you know me that well, I was beyond furious, and I really wanted to go in the ring and punch John Cena in the face because of that.
That was bad, dude.
Oh,
I was mad too. I was like, "Come on, Cena!"
He was eliminating everybody. He eliminated him and Finn. I was like, "You suck, Cena. You honestly suck."
Why are you at the last part of the Rumble, Cena? Why? When you could just work everybody else, or what did you? Would they carry John? Would he carry them?
You know the funny thing is?
What?
I read that he's mad that they booked him to do that.
Why?
He didn't want to eliminate Finn. He didn't want to beat Finn. He wanted to put over Finn, but they booked him to be
I thought you meant he was mad that he got eliminated.
No,
I'm like, John Cena.
He was mad that he had to eliminate Finn and beat Finn because he's like, I'm not here to beat the young talent. I'm here to push them over.
The show is not him. It's booking.
Exactly. Like I'm telling you right now, get me and you there. We'll make the ratings go up to the roof.
Yeah, we already said we do it for free, so I mean, they ain't got to worry about paying us.
Take notes, but then when it gets good, start paying us because I'm not going to do that for cheap.
Yeah, and then when we start getting ratings up, then we deserve some credit. At least give us some spot that says creative designers Nate Murphy and
Are you drawing a blank on my name?
Yeah. For some reason, I almost called you another name.
Colin.
Yeah, like that or yeah, Colin probably. I don't know, something weird.
At least you weren't like one of my teachers. They called me Patrick Thursday. I was like, why are you calling me by my last name?
Hold up, guys. I'll be right back. We're back, guys. we had to go off script for a second, but
He was scared of saying my full name.
yeah, I didn't know if he wanted to really put his full name on YouTube. But whatever, guys, whatever.
And then once when the ratings go, you can pay me millions.
Right.
There we go. Decent match. I like Mojo as a heel right now. He's actually getting really good heat, and I like it. And it's great seeing Bobby as a champion. And then hopefully Rusev can beat him on SmackDown. And Rusev can have the belt because it's Rusev Day.
Well, dude, if Rusev had the belt, that'd be a great run. He deserves the belt right now.
And then Bobby goes to main event because I know Vince wants to push him because Vince said he's want to be one of them top 4 guys, and I was
that's
like,
good.
I'm like, that's good. And he's 40, so he needs to hurry up and win a belt like they did. But I think Rusev with the U.S. Championship would be really good right now. And then,
what if Bobby and Randy feuded, and you put Randy as a heel?
That could work.
But we need to have Randy as a heel.
Now, I don't know. I keep thinking they're just gonna see. What I wish they would just do is just trade him to SmackDown for Samoa Joe and Finn Balor. No, trade Orton to Raw so Samoa Joe and Finn Balor.
Yeah, because all the part timers are on Raw. It's kind of weird that we got Orton on SmackDown because and we got Cena on SmackDown and Raw.
That's why I knew they were going to put him on
He's
both.
Super Cena, so he has to be on both brands.
At least on SmackDown, he freaking jobbed for people.
Exactly.
They knew how to book him in SmackDown. You're losing to Shinsuke. You're losing to Bobby. You're losing to him. He's like, okay.
Well, they just got to put all the young talent on SmackDown and keep all of the big main event stars on Raw.
I'm gonna hit you with this, and I'm getting a lot of because Eric even told me about it.
Mm-hmm.
I've been reading that people have been complaining about the younger talent being, no, they're complaining about the older talent not being pushed.
The older talent,
like Cena and all them, like they're like, why isn't Cena a champion, or why is Finn Balor beating this guy, or Finn? Like I've read comments saying Finn Balor's stale. I'm like, how is Finn Balor stale? And stuff like that. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like people are just switching so much. I don't understand why. Like people are wanting.
It's because they're used to Orton and Cena and all them being champions, and now that we got the new talent coming in, it's just with this new era. It's been very publicly announced, like, we want the new talent to win. I think before, the thing about the eras before is that they just sort of happened,
Right.
This era was so announced that people were like, well, we don't like that because we want John Cena or Randy Orton. And I don't know, personally, I don't know why you would want them as champion because they've already been champion like
enough
umpteenth times. But
Cena's 16.
They're used to it. So
14 or 15. No, Orton's 14.
14?
Orton 14.
Dang.
H is 15. Cena's 16. Flair's 16.
I think Cena might beat Flair's record one day.
I think he might too. That's going to be scary.
Yeah, because then it's like everybody will say, well, we got to be like John Cena. It's like, John Cena.
No one wants to be another. I don't want anyone to be another John Cena, honestly.
Another unstoppable being.
Unless it's Neville or Sami Zayn.
Yeah, but this thing, like, as Cena goes and Roman isn't able to be the main guy, who else will take that spot?
Seth. Probably Braun.
Braun.
Because the way they book him is.
You know who I think it'll be?
Who?
Finn.
I don't think they're gonna push Finn. I think Vince doesn't see him as a main event star.
Or now. AJ. AJ could be the number one guy. He kind of is right now.
He is right now, but he ain't gonna be here much longer. I think he's got like 2 more years at the best, is what he said.
So he retires?
I think that's what he's been saying.
That's gonna suck. Dang, he just got WWE.
I know. Sucks.
Hey, at least he got to be WWE champion, US champion. Didn't get the IC title.
Neither is Sheamus.
Or he didn't get the Universal title. If he got those, though, that'd be great. They might do that, especially when he starts getting close to his retirement. They might say, we'll draft you to Raw, and then we'll give you the Intercontinental, and then, like, in umpteenth month, we'll give you the Universal. You can go out and be a Grand Slam.
He can't be. He needs one more belt.
Tag team.
Yep.
Him and the Bullet Club could reform.
There you go.
Become tag
team with Luke real quick, and then he gets tag team belt, give it to Carl.
then he's a Grand Slam.
It's the same thing with Sheamus. Just have Sheamus be Sheamus is on Raw. Never mind.
Wait, I thought Sheamus is a US WWE tag team. No, IC.
Nope.
Is that all he needs?
That's all he needs. He's been a world. I seen the picture he posted. He was posting like this in like this little speedo that this company bought him. It was hilarious. That's why I love Sheamus now. He had his crown, the only one King of the Ring on. He had on this shoulder. He had the old WWE spinner belt. He had, I think, the world. He had the tag team right here. He had the world, like the new one, and then US, and then another tag team, the old tag team, and then the tag team right there. And I was like, there's one belt you're missing, and you need to get it, and then I'll be happy for you.
Wait, so he was King of the Ring?
Yeah, when they brought it back for like 2 things. I think Barrett won it and he won it. And look at Barrett.
2 members of the League of Nations.
And look what happened to Barrett. Gone. And look at Sheamus, a tag team man.
So the King of the Ring really helps.
Neville almost won, I think.
Really?
I think Neville and John Morrison were in the finals, I remember.
At least it's not as bad as the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
I mean,
that thing is like nothing happened.
I mean, it happened. Like Cesaro, he became 5-time tag team champion.
Yeah, true. But it took him forever to get that.
Big Show, nothing. Baron was Money in the Bank in U.S. Mojo, nothing.
A heel turn. Who do you think won it this year?
Watch the NXT guy win it.
I think it might be. I'm gonna sit here and say. You're gonna hate me, but Sammy. If he's not in any other spot at me, because you have to.
Kevin.
Yeah, because that's what I mean. You can't be in that if you're already at WrestleMania in another match. So it may not be, but if he's in it, I'm gonna be sad first of all because there was nothing else they could do with Sami Zayn, and then they put him in the run. He wins it, and it's like,
oh, they put Braun in it last year, and I was like, why?
They put Braun in it last year? Wow, they didn't have anything from the Mania.
I think it was last year or the year before. I can't remember, but he was in one of them. I was like, why?
Braun got put in the Memorial Battle Royal.
Okay, so next
match. I'm about to say, we have strode way off.
It don't matter. They love it. The WWE Championship, which was really surprising and open. I was like, okay, tag team. And they said handicap. I was like, what? We got AJ against Kevin and Sami, and AJ wins, which I'm not mad about. It was probably
good.
The best
wrestling
match.
Was good too.
That Bobby Roode match, I give it a 3.
This match, I give it about a 4, maybe 4.5 out of 5.
I'm not giving it a 5.
I'm not gonna give it a 5 either.
If you watched NXT, I'm not giving that a 5.
I do have to watch that NXT though. I still haven't seen it.
You will be
I want to
amazed at that.
I want to watch that and War Games one day.
You will be amazed at that Adam Cole and Aleister Black match. And
was War Games good?
Oh, War Games was really good too.
I'll watch War Games and then I'll watch. I'll watch the new one then War Games because I don't know if War Games.
Need your shirt real quick. Clean my glasses.
Was War Games the one before it?
Yeah, War Games was WC like a WCW thing.
But that was the one before the new one, right?
I believe. Yeah. Okay, I can see it now. But yeah, I give it a 4. If it there's nothing on this card that will compete with Andre and Johnny's match.
Really?
There's nothing.
I need to see that, dude. Everybody's been talking about it's 5-star. I'm like,
it is. It's 5-star. Like when I watched it, I it wasn't predictable. Like when I watched it, my heart hurt because Johnny didn't win.
And then he's gone forever.
You just spoil like NXT tapings from like not even on TV yet. I hope you know that.
Really?
Nice job.
But that was the match was for.
No, the one on NXT was the one at Philly was just a match.
Oh, sorry guys.
He just spoiled. Spoiled it.
It'll be Wednesday eventually.
It'll be there eventually.
I'm sorry guys. I really did. I thought that was what that match was.
No, but good. Like that match was so but you just gotta watch it, man. Like Johnny kicks him, and Johnny hits him, and then Andrade responds, and then they're sitting there. It's like 1, 2, and it's about to be a 3, and they kick out. It's like, how did he not get pinned, or like he's in a submission?
How was Alistair's match?
I thought it was gonna steal the show until Johnny got on, and I was like, that's why they call him Johnny freaking Wrestling. And now, and the same thing with Andrade. Like Andrade could possibly be freaking. I hate to say it, but he could be the next Eddie Guerrero.
Wow,
that's
good.
I read on.
That's a good thing.
I know, but there's only like one Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's one dude. He said he's the reincarnation of Eddie Guerrero. I was like, I wouldn't go that far. But,
he's got skills.
He's
got wrestling skills. Definitely. I've only seen a couple of matches. I've already known he's got wrestling skills.
I mean, oh my goodness, that match was just.
But this match, though, I liked it. I thought it was really good. I thought that it had really great wrestling.
It did.
And I thought that Sammy and AJ could work together in just a match by themselves. You didn't have to have Kevin in it, but
AJ's attire was fire.
Yeah,
I like that attire.
It was great. It was all just great wrestling. I mean, it was a really well done match. Really enjoyed it.
I did too. Kind of wanted. I like how they've been using Sammy this year. He's gotten wins over AJ.
Exactly. He beat somebody with the spin out thing. He spins him out. And
he did the Hululu kick first, bro.
Oh.
He hit Hululu and then he walked off and ended up powerbomb.
I like how somebody said that's like the first time he's ever beat somebody with that. I'm like,
I know.
True.
Maybe now we'll start pushing. Maybe after this breakup, maybe he'll actually win a belt. And
exactly.
Really freaking.
It's even like that in the video games. Like you do a spin out, you never win with it. At least I've never won with it before.
I always want the Hululu kick, where the submission, which he never uses anymore.
Exactly. So I don't know why they still have that submission.
Next match was the SmackDown Championship 2 out of 3 falls. The Usos beating Shelton and Chad. And I was kind of very ticked off about this.
The ending, and there's a couple botches.
It wasn't even the ending. I just wanted Benjamin and Chad because I love the Usos, but it's time for a change.
Yeah, and I like Shelton and Chad as a team. They can wrestle really good. But I thought there was. Did I just say there was a couple botches? Mm-hmm. Wasn't there a couple botches?
I didn't really see.
Besides the ending, which was a big botch.
The ending was like
I could tell it was a botch.
It did look like a botch, but honestly, not really any.
I thought it was good wrestling. Like I thought it would have been.
I honestly thought
at least a 4-star if the ending was done better.
I thought it was gonna steal the show. Like normally, that's what the Usos do. They steal the show. But I think that's what their punishment was for one of them having a DUI.
Yeah.
Not having a good match.
It was just weird finish because you could tell that Chad was supposed to break up the pin, but he didn't get to Shelton, and they just won the 2 out of. They won the 2 falls, right?
Yeah.
So
maybe it was
Shelton didn't get any of that.
Maybe it was planned that them to win the 2 out of 3 falls, like just 2 wins, and then that was it. But it just didn't look right. Like he was.
Yeah, it could. At least for me, it looked like it was a total botch. When I was watching it, I'm like, was that supposed to happen? But I don't know. Even if it was a botch, the match was still good. 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
That was kind of match.
Yeah. Good match.
I would say it's better than the Raw tag team match.
Oh, dear.
Which we'll get to later.
And then all of a sudden, the Rumble was next.
Which I sent you a voicemail. I was like, what the freak is this? I'm like, why is the Rumble happening so early?
You thought it was the first thing?
That's what I thought, because when I got on, when did it start? At 7?
Yeah.
I thought it started at 8.
Started at 7 this time, buddy.
Yeah, and I got on. I'm like, is this the first match?
I was like, no, you just missed 2 championship matches.
So I rewinded it and I watched those, and then I got to the Rumble. So you were already probably through the Rumble by the time.
I was probably at Universal.
Yeah, so I started watching the Rumble. That's why I did not look at my phone. I'm like, I don't want to see no spoilers. I don't want to see no spoilers. So I just watched it, and
I know I kind of spoiled one of them for you. I mean, not.
All I seen on my phone was he said he's not winning. I don't know who he was talking about.
Yeah, I didn't think he was gonna win because guess what number he drew?
What?
14.
Yeah, I know, that was scary. I was like, Shinsuke?
I was like, oh.
I was like, now he's cursed, but maybe he broke the curse, like you said, because he won. The cursed number now has a victory. I wonder if anybody else has won at number 14.
Nope, he's the first. He's the first to win at 14. He's the first Japanese man to win the Rumble.
That's good.
The Rumble was pretty good. It had
It was weird.
It had Andrade was in it, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is like people watching this probably like, is it good? Is it bad? For you, you'd say it's good. For me, it's like I want to say it's good, but it's just too weird.
It wasn't good. I didn't think it was good either. Like I thought it was just
strange. It was strange.
They don't do surprises that much like they used to.
And the way they would just put the Rumble in the middle of the card like that, which I get it, and I honestly respect how they have the women's Rumble at the last place, like the main event. I like that because it gives them a chance to be in the main event. I love that. That's awesome. It was just weird though that they would put it in the middle of the card.
For this Rumble, I seen the ratings and I kind of agree with it. I gave it a 4.75
out of 5.
4.75.
Oh, okay.
Not a 5, not close. It's kind of, I guess, close, but it was okay. And my boy, the Hurricane, came back.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Though.
And then he got eliminated by John Cena.
I was like, he was gonna do a choke slam to John Cena.
He did.
Choke slam, man. Because then you can't see me. I'm like, Hurricane, and you're trying to make a point.
I was like, choke slam.
Throw out, and he charged up on the pancakes.
And then I booed. I was like, this is why everyone hates.
I know. I was like, oh. I was like, come on, John.
Take the choke slam for once.
I like how he looked at the Hurricane. He's like, what are you doing here?
I wish he'd come back, man. I miss him so much. He was my boy.
He looks the same. Like, he didn't even look like he was older on him, so I didn't catch any gray. He looks the same.
He likes a lot of my comments when I'm commenting on his posts.
That's good. That's cool.
I've
always been a fan of the Hurricane Gregory Helms.
You like Boogeyman better.
I like Boogeyman better, but I've always liked the Hurricane. The Hurricane's a fun character. And Gregory Helms. I just like Gregory Helms more than Hurricane, but I do like the Hurricane.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, him. I wish he'd come back full time so bad.
I thought he was gonna come back to 205.
I thought he was too. I guess not. I don't know if his schedule's not clear or what, but it'd be nice to see him, and hopefully Ray will come back.
What was the other? Yeah, Ray was a good one. Was there any other one that?
Andrade, Adam Cole.
Adam Cole that was a good one.
And then Hurricane and Dolph Ziggler.
It's Adam Cole, baby.
I love Adam Cole. A lot of people said he's gonna be like the next Edge. I'm like, I kind of see it.
Dude, yeah, he's good. I was surprised when Heath Slater came up when he was in the Rumble. I'm like, yeah, Heath Slater, woo!
And he died.
I'm a big fan of Heath Slater, man. He's great talent. But
then he died by Baron.
Then he eliminated Sheamus. I was like, what? My boy got elimination. Then he got eliminated. I'm like, oh.
He got hit with his family. Also, that was funny.
I feel like if I would go to a live event, I'd be like the only guy who's really cheering on Heath Slater. Like, come on, Heath. Everybody's like, what are you doing? I'm like, he has kids, all right? He has kids. You gotta respect that.
That was a good. I like that Rumble.
I liked it too. It was just weird, like some weird decisions, weird booking decisions.
Having Hurricane come out for like 5 seconds, thrown over the top rope, and he could have done something really freaking fun.
Having Rusev in there, I think Rusev did good though. Honestly, the one person I thought that didn't really need to be like
in there,
was
Roman.
Yeah, Roman
and Cena
and Orton.
Look, the Rumble went so much better. They weren't been in it.
And also, I don't get why Baron got eliminated so fast.
And making him look like a bad.
And then Rhino came in and fought. Who did he fight?
I think he was third.
Who did he fight though?
He was fighting Finn.
Was he fighting Rusev too?
Yeah.
Because it was a showdown between him and Rusev. And then Finn did a good job. Finn lasted forever.
Him and Rusev did.
Rusev lasted forever.
He had red trunks on. He had something different.
If Chris Jericho came in, he would have lasted forever because he always does.
He always does. He's the GOAT, baby.
He always comes in. He's always like the last at least 6 or 7 guys is always Chris Jericho in there.
Yeah.
So my rating would be a 4. I wouldn't say 4.75. I'd just say 4.
Okay, I'm gonna knock it back to a 4.
Yeah, I liked it. It was just weird. It was
if
weird.
Hurricane would have got in there for longer, it'd be a 4.75. Of course, Cena's got to ruin everything.
And if Neville came back, if Neville would have came back in that Rumble, it would have made it
I would have
so
popped. I would have popped.
I'm like, all right, now it's 4.75.
It would have been automatically 5.
He would have it as a 5. Yeah, I have no clue.
I have it as a 20 already if he came back. It was like 20.
Exactly.
Everything Neville does, 20.
But yeah, I mean, it was good. It was just weird, but it was better than 2014's Rumble. It was better than 2015's.
Slightly, the Rumble.
2016 was a bad Rumble. 2017 was a bad Rumble, at least in my opinion. Like, those were all bad.
17 wasn't as bad because Orton won.
I didn't like that. I was like, why did
Would you
Orton
rather
win?
have Roman win?
No.
There you go. That's
But I
all
would
we
like
need.
to have Finn, Shinsuke, somebody.
Well, Shinsuke won this one.
Cool. I just didn't know.
Next was probably the worst match on the card, but
yeah,
again,
I didn't watch this one. I'm kind of glad I didn't.
Yeah, I'm glad. There's nothing to talk about. It was the Raw Tag Team Champion, Sheamus and Cesaro defeated Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan. And now they're a 5-time tag team champions. But the question is, why is Seth Rollins the GOAT? Because he was in the Rumble for a long time. And he had some fire freaking attire, too.
That was awesome.
And
Roman eliminated him. He's like, all right. Okay, gotcha.
I thought he was turning
heel. Me too. I thought he was going to go in there and freaking wail on Roman. Then he started smiling. I'm like, okay, he's not going to do it.
I really wish he would.
But he will eliminate Roman next year. Watch. They're going to be in the Rumble again. He's going to do the same thing to Roman.
And Dean's going to come up. No, Dean's going to come out of nowhere and eliminate both of them. Like,
yeah. True. Like, what now? Stole your moment. Oh.
Yeah, but this match was terrible. Like, Seth was doing all the work. I understand because Jason has a now seriously injured neck, but it still wasn't good because he didn't do anything. He stood out so he got hit on this and just stood out there like this the whole time. Got on the apron. He tagged himself in. I can't tag backed out and then just sat there on the step like, oh dear Lord, where's my dad? I need Kurt. I just wish they killed the storyline right now. His mic skills aren't good. His wrestling ability is very good, but I don't like him now. Like when he was with Chad, I liked him because he didn't talk. And now
I think pretty much the whole universe hates Jason Jordan
and he can wrestle.
It's not even his fault, honestly.
It's booking. If he would just
poor guy
turn heel,
it's like Roman. Whenever everybody hated him, it's like it's not his fault. You should be mad at the writers more than Roman.
And I hate how fans. This is another thing I hate about wrestling fans. I follow this wrestling news and they I talk to him about a lot of stuff and like he's a chill dude, but a thing I hate about people in this and that. He has now a seriously neck injury that we don't know how long he could be out or he could have to retire maybe. We don't know. We just know it's a very bad neck injury.
Right.
People are like, ha ha, I'm glad he has a neck injury. Oh, I hope he dies. And ha ha, I hope he stays injured forever. Like, why would you say that? That's a human being.
Yeah, I ran on movies, but I never wish death on anybody.
Like, there was a comment saying, ah ha ha, I hope he really dies by this neck injury. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Why? Why would you say something like that? Like, that's another human being doing to say. Like, he puts his body on the line. Well, you know you won't get in that square circle. I just hate people who do that. Like, that's just so disrespectful. Like, you're gonna watch the program and disrespect an athlete because he don't have the best mic skills. You don't have the best in-ring performance, but he's a good wrestler. But you're gonna disrespect him so much by saying, "Ha ha, I'm glad you got that neck injury," because you don't like him. Like, grow up.
Exactly, dude.
Like, grow up. Like, I don't like Enzo, but I don't want to wish death on him.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's gone because now he can do what he wants to do.
Right.
He wants to be a rapper. I'm glad because he wanted to be a rapper. Let him be a rapper. He wanted to wrestle for a while. Let him wrestle. So he did.
When I did that Creep Show 3 rant, I didn't wish death on anybody.
No,
the movie freaking sucked.
You hated that movie.
Yeah, I can't.
It's just so disrespectful. It's the same thing with
well, he's dying, guys.
No, it's the same thing with every other sport. Like, why are you gonna be disrespectful to like Conor McGregor or like Floyd Mayweather? Like, why be disrespectful to them? Like, when you know they're gonna kill you, you get in that ring.
Yeah.
Same thing with Jason Jordan. If you disrespect him, he probably out wrestle you.
That's a shame what happened when Roman speared
It's
knocked him out.
like that's another thing. Like, why are you just so? I understand you're upset with the booking, but don't hate the dude to where you want him to die. That's a human freaking being, for goodness sake. Like, it's just sad. Like, I really hate how people are so disrespectful towards athletes. Like just grow up and act your age and don't be so disrespectful. Like,
right.
You have the right to boo, you have the right to cheer, you have the right to dislike them, but to the point where you laugh at someone for getting a neck injury is just over the line. It just crosses everything.
Exactly.
Like,
so
it's disrespectful. I don't like that.
Yeah. The match itself though was bad though, from what you're saying. I'm glad I didn't see it.
It was a decent match that Seth was in it. But it was just so boring because like Jason's doing nothing.
And no offense, but how many times have we seen
the Bar
Seth Rollins
versus
involved in a tag team versus the Bar? Yeah.
Like, can't we just get two different tag teams like the Club and Bar now?
Yeah.
For the Revival or somebody different.
Hardy Boys, the Bar.
I'm tired of seeing Seth in the tag team. Like, can we push him for IC or Universal now?
Yeah.
But we
can't get a different team against the Bar.
But we can't because Roman has
to. Yeah. Roman Reigns.
The next match was the Universal Championship. Brock Lesnar beats Braun Strowman and Kane. And
I don't know, man. When this match was being hype, man,
it wasn't.
It didn't really catch my attention. I was like, Kane.
The hype killed it.
Yeah.
The hype. It was.
Kane destroying everybody. I'm like, this guy is 50 years old.
He really didn't do anything. He was just there. I'm talking about the match.
Oh, I thought you meant like he didn't do anything.
He did kill Finn Balor. He probably killed his career. Thanks, Kane. But
it's Kane.
It's gotta be Kane.
Of course, it's Kane.
But it was a good match. It had a sloppy ending.
Yeah, I didn't see that match either. Heard some decent things about it.
It was good.
At least Braun didn't get the pin.
Braun was killing everybody. Brock was killing everybody. But just sloppy finish. I gave it a 4 at least.
You think Braun and Brock will ever have a rematch and Braun win?
I think eventually, yeah. Oh yeah, that tag team match. I give it a 1. By the way.
Yeah, I can't rate it because I haven't seen it.
I give it a 1. It was bad.
Yeah. So the Universal was what? Or what?
Universal's what? What?
Your rank.
4.
Oh.
4. Just sloppy ending. Because he just threw Kane to Braun, and Braun just stayed out there, and Kane took that 5, which kind of like me. But hey, as long as Braun,
we all knew Brock was gonna win that one.
That and the Women's Royal Rumble were the only predictable things in this card, and the AJ. Yeah,
because it's like
Fastlane spoils everything for us.
Exactly. I don't know if y'all have seen it, but
if you live in Columbus, they
freaking put it all over the ads, like AJ Styles.
See, WWE champion AJ Styles, like, Charlotte Flair, SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair. I'm like, they just spoiled the Rumble and freaking the other pay-per-view with SmackDown on it.
Dang.
And I was like, great job, Fastlane. But oh well. And then the 30 Women's Royal Rumble match,
which had the ending with. Well, we want to get that later. I want to say right now.
Well, obviously, everyone who knows who won it was Asuka.
Yeah.
Your wife.
But I'm talking about the after, debut of someone. The debut after Ronda.
Ronda Rousey came out. Oh my God!
I was saying, like, should I say it now or should I say? I think people already know Ronda debut. I was like,
this Rumble, I respect it for being last. A lot of people were hating on it that it was last. I'm like, so
why?
I don't. This is why I hate.
This is the women's revolution.
This is why I hate wrestling fans sometimes. They're happy they get it, but then once when they main event a big four, they're like, why is this last? And I'm like, y'all were just cheering, and now all of a sudden y'all hate it. Like, make up the freaking mind.
Exactly.
I don't hate it. I was happy for the women's
finally. Yeah, same, because they deserve it. Because they spent like what 20 years being
The sex doll of WWE.
yeah,
like
and now they're
that's all
trying
they
to
did.
they're trying to treat them like actual competitors. I'm like, that's good. I really respect that. I just think it was weird that the normal rumble was in the middle of the card. Like if they would have had it would have been weird. But if you would have had the first rumble and then the second rumble,
Oh,
maybe
so like have the men's and then the women's.
yeah, take a
That would
break.
have been freaking hilarious.
It'd be weird.
Put a job match with between
Yeah, put like
Heath Slater
with
and
Matt Hardy versus Bray Wyatt in between those matches. And then we get Woken Matt Hardy versus Bray Wyatt. Woken Matt wins. Of course, it wouldn't make sense because they just got done feuding in the Rumble, but you know,
they ain't done.
yeah, they're not done.
They're not done.
There's no
But-
way. If they end that feud, then they're WWE stupid. That's a money feud right there.
Not a lot of NXT call-ups, what I thought.
The women's
Actually, I think
Peyton was in it.
no,
She wasn't.
no Peyton
Oh.
Royce, no Billie Kay,
What?
which I was surprised.
That is crazy.
Like I think there was one NXT chick and it was Ember Moon.
Yeah, Ember. I know she was there.
That was the only NXT. Oh, and Kairi Sane.
Don't know who that is.
She's the Japanese NXT. She's the one who won the Mae Young Classic.
Yeah, I don't know who she is.
Those were the only two NXT chicks.
Who else did good in that match? Did Bailey do good?
Frick, no. Bailey did nothing basically.
Alexa?
Wasn't in it. Charlotte and Alexa weren't in it. They had they had the belts.
What about Lita?
Lita was freaking amazing.
Trish? Trish was good.
Trish was good. Michelle McCool was good.
I was surprised when they said that Trish, Lita, and Michelle McCool came back. I'm like, didn't Tori go? Was Tori in there?
Yeah, Tori was one. She did. That chick don't look like she ages.
Tori?
She looks like she's 24.
Dude, I've had a crush on Tori ever since I played WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2006.
Oh my goodness, I played that game all the time.
Yeah,
Yes,
dude. That was my introduction to Tori Wilson, and I don't know, I just
them pixels.
yeah.
Them pixels were amazing.
Those PS2 days, back when you had to have memory cards.
Oh, I love those things. I still have my memory
Kids
cards.
are like, what are memories cards?
I know,
Oh my gosh.
All these new kids are like, what's a freaking memory card? You're
What's
like,
a Game Boy?
You didn't even have the experience.
What's Zelda: The Ocarina of Time?
But a lot of it was. Oh, that's the game. Yeah, a lot of legends. I mean, a lot.
Maybe that's why they didn't have that many in the normal Rumble, because they had to save the legend spots for that.
Well, you know how many women that could have been in that were like NXT instead of legend, but no, they didn't want to call them NXT chicks.
At least put Peyton in there. I keep saying Peyton. I'm painting a wall.
Peyton Royce. But yeah, it was just weird. I honestly thought they're gonna be in it, and then they didn't. I was like, H, what are you doing? I don't want them up there yet. They're gonna get buried.
They're
Absolutely.
legends. They're legends. It was pretty cool to see Trish in there and see all this. Trish can still wrestle. She needs to come back.
And Lita.
And Lita. They need to come back. They really do. But
And
honestly,
Michelle McCool.
though, if they did come back, I would be kind of scared of them. So
I'd be scared of what booking would do to them.
what the freak is Trish doing now?
She has 2 kids. That's what she's doing.
Does she have is she working like a business or?
I think she has a little small business. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, because I know she was doing one thing after she left wrestling.
I know she has 2 kids. She has a son and a daughter.
Oh. Well, I know that. What about Tori? I wonder what she was doing.
I have no idea what that woman's doing.
Yeah, because she just kind of left. We didn't hear from her ever again. That's weird. Because they were like, at least from what I remember, Tori and Trish and Lita were some of the biggest, and Michelle.
Well,
And-
obviously, Michelle was married to Taker.
I
Kelly
can't
Kelly?
remember her name. Not Kelly Kelly. I can't remember her name. She went against the Raw Women's Champion.
Mickey James.
Yeah, Nikki James.
They had a little stuff with her and Trish. They're just saying that time machine back.
Yeah, that was pretty cool too. I seen a clip of that of their little face off. That's pretty awesome.
But it was just kind of getting.
Did you know? We all knew. I even knew Oscar was going to win that. I was like, is it going to be Oscar or Ronda? Everybody says it'd be Ronda.
Or
I'm
Nia.
like,
I
think it's
thought
gonna be
Nia.
Oscar.
I thought Nia.
Or Nia. Was she strong in the Rumble?
Yeah. There was one thing I didn't like about the Women's Royal Rumble.
What?
They all went under the bottom rope when Nia came out. It was so annoying.
What?
Like,
so they didn't get eliminated.
Yeah, they did that way too much, especially Sasha.
Sasha?
Yeah, Sasha Banks.
Yeah, why?
Because I don't know. I understand she was number one and probably tired, but you got to keep going. The men don't take breaks.
Yeah, true.
And so they did because of Baron, but that was it. But then they all
Is that really the first Women's Royal Rumble?
Yeah.
There has never been one before. They should have made that way long ago. That's a good
But
idea.
still, like, they just went through. They would just go to the bottom rope way too much. I'm like, come on, get in the ring. Like, literally, like, they all just sat out there while Nia was in the ring. No one tried to do anything, and then Naomi tried something, and then I think she got thrown out, but she didn't get eliminated, and then she went all the way back just to get eliminated.
Dang.
And I'm like, come on, like, literally. Like,
when did Oscar come out?
13th, I think, maybe. I can't remember.
So
maybe
she lasted
21.
pretty long?
21, maybe.
It was 30.
Trish.
Trish was 30?
Mm-hmm. It just sucked that Lita got eliminated so early that
she did.
It could have been Lita, Trish, and Nikki all just staring each other down.
Who was the fastest elimination?
Mandy Royce or Rose.
Who is that?
The one chick that's now with Goldust.
Oh yeah.
She was the first woman to get eliminated.
Really?
Yep.
How fast?
It wasn't that fast, but she was the first.
Dang. What about Lita?
She actually eliminated. I think that she eliminated her. That's who got the first elimination was Lita.
That's cool.
And Beth Phoenix was in it. She's the only woman to be in both men and
Beth Phoenix was in it? I didn't know that. That's cool.
She's the youngest WWE Hall of Famer at 26.
I was gonna say, does she look the same?
She looks exactly the same.
She needs to come back. Why isn't she back?
She has a family with Edge.
Oh yeah, true.
She has, I think, 2 girls with Edge.
Yeah, true. I miss Beth Phoenix and Miss Trish and Miss Tori. Even the people like, well, Tori couldn't wrestle. I'm like, I like Tori Wilson. Sorry.
I miss Lita a lot. I miss it was nice seeing all them legends there with NXT.
Molly Holly.
I think she was in it.
She was?
She had short hair though.
Wow, I haven't heard of Molly Holly forever. That's cool.
Yeah, she had short black hair. I was like, what?
She used to be, for some reason, when I was really young, she used to be one of my favorite like diva wrestlers. I don't know why. I liked Molly Holly, and then I just stopped watching. And then it became Lita and Trish and Tori, and then it became AJ Lee, and it became.
It was once when Raw hit like 20, I think 2006, 2007. They started using the women better and right, and then ever since then they used them right because I think it was from 19 something when the Attitude started until like 2000 I think 5, and they made the women terrible.
Dude, what was up with 2K14's women roster? There was like 4 divas.
I don't remember 2K14.
It was AJ Lee was the champion, and then there was like Nikki and Brie, and maybe Naomi. It was like 4 divas, and they had like 2 legends. I'm like, what kind of a diva division is that?
I have 14. I have to check that out. I haven't seen it.
It's if you go in the diva division, it's crazy small, and then like you compare it to like 2K18, it's like wow. Even in that amount of time, you can see how much divas has changed.
And
it's not divas anymore; it's women's wrestling.
Yeah, I'm proud of them.
Yeah,
I really am. I'm proud of them.
And I'm honestly kind of glad they got a women's Royal Rumble, and it's the last match
and they're gonna get a chamber.
Yeah, which is awesome. I think they should do that. I think that's what this era is going to be. It's going to be the era of young talent and the male roster, but also recognizing the women in wrestling. It's going to be that. It's going to be awesome.
And
I support that.
And then I don't think it's going to happen just yet, but maybe.
Yeah, they're working on it.
In a couple of years, they'll.
I thought you meant the Women Revolution.
No. I was talking about maybe in a couple of years, they're probably going to main event WrestleMania.
Yeah, which would be awesome.
I wouldn't be mad.
because they can put on really great matches. I mean, before Horsewoman,
Someone told me Charlotte couldn't wrestle. Are you blind? You know what they said?
what?
Alexa Bliss can. I'm like,
Oh my gosh. Now, granted, I don't like Charlotte as a heel. I think she's the most blandest heel you can get, which is crazy because she's the daughter of Ric Flair. She should be one of the best heels.
I kind of have
But
to
as
agree
a
with you.
heel, it's
She's
like
just
stale as heck.
I didn't like her as a heel. Like, it made me. I was like, and once for sharing face, I'm like,
Yeah,
yes.
she's like it's like when she's face, she's really good on the mic. I like her style, and then when she goes to heel, it just feels. I think it's because it just feels generic. Like they just try to make her a generic diva heel. I'm like, you can't do a Nikki Bella with Charlotte.
Yeah, and that, you know who it came down in the Rumble? Nikki and Asuka.
Of course, it'd be Nikki.
That's what I said, all because of Cena.
Exactly.
And I guarantee you, Nikki fans were like, "Yeah, it's because she worked hard." No, it's because of Cena. So stop.
Were
stop
you a
that.
fan of Nikki when she was having that Divas run?
As champion?
Yeah.
No.
I didn't like it either. I was like, man, give it to Paige, give it to somebody.
It was so boring because they did that on purpose because of AJ Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was the longest reigning Diva champion, and it was just because Nikki had her. Like,
I forgot, was AJ good? I didn't really know too much about AJ. I just liked her.
She was probably like one of the best, I think.
Yeah, because wasn't she crazy?
She was crazy and very good, and now she's married to CM Punk.
Yep. So she was like the pre Dean Ambrose.
Basically, she was just she had everything. She was a good on the mic, great wrestler. Honestly.
Didn't Daniel Bryan have a couple storylines with her?
Yeah, they were boyfriend and girlfriend.
And then Cena.
And then Big Show ran her over.
What about Cena? Doesn't Cena kiss her?
Yeah, I bet Punk wants to slap him.
Yeah. Like wasn't they dating at that time too?
No, I don't think they were dating at that time.
But they got married the year after, so I mean, maybe they was because they got married.
Probably, and Punk was like, "I'm gonna kill him."
So that.
And then Nikki's probably like, "I'm gonna kill you too, Cena."
Yeah, and Nikki's like, "Are you kidding me, Cena? You little bit like you got too into that."
I don't know how you could do that. Like, imagine being married and having to kiss another woman.
True.
Like, that'd be so
It'd
awkward.
be awkward. And yeah, there's it's not real. It's story. It's not real.
That's why I think Cena got
so
divorced.
Real.
I think that's why Cena got divorced. Because
that was a bad time in his life. He was losing, got divorced, went through all that stuff.
Because his wife would see him like kiss like other women and like all that. I'm like, ooh.
Wait, so he would just kiss other women around her?
No, I mean like in wrestling, like kiss like Mickie James. Like, remember that story?
Oh yeah, I remember that. I was gonna say, like, what does he do? Just walk around and kiss random girls? Like, he's John Cena.
You know, remember the storyline? Like he was like he pulled out like a phone. He's like, "Oh yeah, you left this at my hotel last night." I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Oh
dang!"
And she was like, "Yep, I'm not having it."
Who was was she a wrestler?
Really?
I know she's a wrestler, but
who?
Or I know that John Cena's a wrestler, but was his old wife a wrestler?
No, they were college sweethearts or high school sweethearts or something like that.
I thought he was dating another diva.
He might have. I have no idea what the whole divorce thing happened was. Like,
wasn't that just a bad time for John Cena?
It was a terrible time for him.
He got his butt whooped at Extreme Rules. Not as bad as SummerSlam, but man, it was still brutal.
Oh, you've seen that SummerSlam. You know.
Yeah, that was terrible, dude. Brock just literally was like, okay, another suplex, boom.
See why I hated it?
Another suplex. I'm like,
you see why I hated it?
Yeah, it's pretty lazy match.
Same thing with Orton.
Could have been good, but nope. Brock had to go in this
suplexing everyone.
Like, we get it. We get it. You got to book Brock to be unstoppable, but it doesn't mean he has to go in there and completely truck him and like just stop all momentum. Because like, at least AJ put up a fight.
I still hate how people are like, "Oh, I wish they would have been Finn in the Rumble." I'm like, I mean, against Brock, I'm like, no, you don't. No, you don't. Because then imagine if he would took that L to Kane, put that L to Lesnar, and put that L to Cena.
I do want to see one day in the future him versus Brock, but not right now.
I don't want to see it at all. Because Brock is going to win.
Yeah, but we're starting to run out of people who face Brock. And I think it's going to come down to that one day.
He ain't booked for Chamber, and he ain't in Fastlane. Ain't Brock.
Oh, yeah, true.
and Fastlane SmackDown, so we are not going to see him till Mania probably.
The thing that I was saying was like, okay, you could do the Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar storyline, whatever, but don't make it to where he wins the Rumble to go and face Brock, please.
That's right.
I think they can have that storyline. It's like WWE, take that storyline at Mania, whatever, but don't ruin Shinsuke's dreams.
When it was him and Shinsuke, I was like, oh dear Lord. And when he took that awkward spear, I was like, oh dear Lord, they're gonna kill the Rumble and Philly's gonna be so mad through the rest of the card. And then Shinsuke lost.
I was so happy for Shinsuke, dude. I was like, that's a good match.
I was like, thank you, Lord Jesus.
That was a good ending. A smart decision. But yeah, I mean,
no pyro.
Yeah, true.
No pyro.
And
that's so
dude, I like how he did the thing where he did that whole thing to the sign, like did that thing with his hands. He didn't just point at it like everybody else does. He just did it like.
And there was no pyro. It was so lackluster. I was like, no.
Like Shinsuke doesn't get a pyro. Really, the first like Japanese guy to get it, and no pyro, no confetti. That celebration.
Was so stupid.
I'm like,
thanks, Road Dogg, for getting rid of pyro.
Thanks.
Why? Because he's the one who got rid of it.
Really? Oh.
He said it's too much money, and I'm like, are you serious? It's pyro.
It makes it exciting. But we can have pyro at Mania all we want. We can have The Rock come out with a freaking flamethrower.
I guarantee they won't have pyro at WrestleMania.
If they won't, that's surprising.
I'm not any more surprised.
But yet we can have Rock come out with the flamethrower and then flamethrower
catch everything on
fire. Yeah.
Of course, the
flamethrower.
The Rock gets what he wants.
Like, okay, you want to burn a sign that says The Rock? Okay, let's go do it.
You want to burn a thing that says John Cena? Go ahead.
Finn, you want pyro? No.
Rock, you want pyro? Yes.
Shinsuke, do you want a pyro? Yeah, sure.
No.
Sorry, Road Dogg said. Gosh dang it. It's my championship match. Sorry. We can have these little, those little firework things you get that pop with strings?
What they did with Gilbert.
Yeah.
Give him like them little sparklers.
Yeah, little sparklers, little pop things. We gotta cut down budgets this year, bud.
Everyone suffers. So, overall, what'd you think of it?
I thought it was a good pay-per-view. I don't know. It was decent. It was weird. A couple of the matches were kind of weird. It was decent, though. I mean, it was okay. I'm not going to remember it in like 3 years.
I remember.
It's all right. Better than last year's.
And the year before.
Yeah, so at least it's making progress.
But I can't remember who did it, but there was a YouTuber who did like a thumb system. He would go up like this for really good, like this for like decent, like almost really good, okay, not terrible, not terrible. I give it right here, like the bar.
The bar.
It was an okay pay-per-view.
Yeah, it was decent, but it could have been better.
Compared to NXT, like if you watched NXT the night
before, killed probably.
It killed.
Did it kill the Rumble?
It killed the Rumble for me. It killed the Rumble for me. I was excited for the men's and the women's, but everything else, it's like it's not going to compare to NXT. It killed it.
What was that NXT that outdone Mania? One of them outdone Mania.
Orlando?
I think so. One of them was better than Mania, and they said the Triple H came backstage. No, it wasn't Orlando because it was when Finn did the chainsaw entrance. Whenever that happened.
I don't remember that.
He had the blue paint on, the chainsaw.
I think it was Orlando.
Maybe.
Not
because Triple H came backstage. He's like, well, I told you guys to steal the show, not to make it impossible, or something like that.
Oh, yeah. He said, don't make it impossible. I'm like, oh! Triple H gives no.
Like for Mania, he's like, huh, take that one, Vince.
That's like, darn.
We could put Roman in there. What about Cena? Cena can fix it.
Imagine them two main eventing. That's his dream. That's Vince's dream.
That is his dream. It'd be a nightmare for all of us. Though.
We're gonna be like,
yeah, that's how much we hate it. We make us cough up and like,
just kill me. But yeah, NXT killed the Rumble. I was excited to see the men's Royal Rumble because the men and women's Royal Rumble was pretty much the highest of the show. But the wrestling, NXT killed it. NXT was so much better, especially Aleister Black and Adam Cole and Andrade and Johnny, which those shows.
Well, you got any closing statements, man?
Stop pushing Romans and Cena and Orton's, please, Vince.
Yes.
Please push. Please do not screw up Aleister Black.
Oh goodness!
If you screw up Aleister Black, I'm completely going to hate Vince McMahon.
Yeah, me too. Because Aleister needs to be pushed.
Because if Aleister just goes out there, beats all these jobbers, and then gets squashed by Big Show,
or Kane,
or Cena,
or Brock. Brock comes out. He's like, "So you want to face me, huh?" F5 injury.
F5 injured his leg.
I'm like, no.
Out.
No, he does the thing they did to Hardcore Holly. He just drops him on his neck. Oh.
I'd be done with Lesnar.
Dude, that would be so bad. I'd be like, come on, Lesnar. Dang, he just ended his career.
He comes back in a wheelchair.
He's like, I could still fight you. Oh, gosh. Let's just hope it doesn't happen. That'd be a sad, sad day. No, never comes back.
Please don't do that. Don't get in the whole stuff just to have him get injured.
Oh, I hope that doesn't happen.
That would be his one. I'm back. Ankle injury. Oh, I'm out for like 9 months.
Oh, it seemed like every time his return, it's like an injury followed with it.
That's what happened. Remember when he came back? He was like, he did something, he got injured, he came back, and he had a match with Jericho, got injured, and then was out for like 6 months, and then came back. He teamed with Sammy for a little bit, and then came back as a heel. And then now it's gone.
Yeah,
and I'm sad.
Bye-bye.
I miss Neville.
He needs to come back.
I honestly miss Rick Swan.
Yeah, the Cruiserweight division needs to be revived.
Maybe we need to do that for our discussion next time as the Cruiserweight division.
Yeah, we do. That's another video if we want to do discussion 205 Live.
Because now that Rockstar,
that show is going.
I really hope Rockstar didn't just sign the contract just to be a freaking manager because he can freaking wrestle.
Yeah, it's like he's freaking. He's at a good age too to wrestle. So
he needs a freaking general manager. God dang it! And then Roderick Strong. I think Roderick Strong's going to be in 205 now because he's facing Deo.
Maybe that'd be good.
I don't know because he beat Tyler Bate to be #1 contender for the UK title. He's not even UK. I don't understand how these US guys are getting UK opportunities. Like, give it to the UK guys.
Yeah, they should have their own division.
They do. It's called the UK division.
Yeah, but like, so that you can't have people from the US come over.
Or
that kills the whole flow because then you're gonna have a US guy as a UK champion.
I don't think they're ever gonna do that. But I think Pete Dunne's is gonna steal every freaking. Oh, I forgot about that match.
Pete Dunne's great.
Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate, NXT Takeover in Chicago. That deserved the 5-star. I think they gave it like a 4 point something. I was like, you son of a gun. I don't know how that wasn't a 5-star match.
Was it as good as the Johnny Gargano match?
I'm gonna actually go rewatch it probably here soon, and I think it actually might be a little bit better in my opinion.
Dang.
And it didn't get a 5.
Wow.
And I'm salty about that. But it got match of the year.
Well, guys, pretty much my last closing statement from this pay-per-view is that it was decent. I probably won't be remembering it 2 years from now, but it is decent for what it is. Roman should not have been in the last 2.
Should have been Finn.
It should have been Finn, but Shinsuke won. I thought Shinsuke took a little bit too much damage, but he won.
Okay,
he worked hard, and I mean, it was a good finish.
I swear, he took like an RKO.
Did he take an AA?
I was about to say, did he take
a fire finger shuffle?
He did. He didn't take an AA. It was spear. He took like 5 spears. I'm shocked he didn't lose. He took one awkward spear.
Yeah, just say a 5-finger shuffle, 5-knuckle shuffle.
Oh, there is one more thing I have to say, and I kind of respect it. It was Hurricane. He posted on Twitter or like his Instagram. He had a picture with Roman, and he was saying how much he sees his brother in him and how he misses his brother because his brother was the one he teamed with and got like a tag team title with him. And Hurricane misses him a lot.
About what? Who?
Roman's brother. Remember he died?
Roman's brother.
Yeah, he was the big Samoa dude that teamed with Hurricane. He had a mask.
Roman Reigns' brother?
Yes.
I didn't know he had a brother.
Yeah, he died.
Wow.
And Hurricane was his partner, not like partner, but partner in tag team division. And he died, and he posted on Instagram. He was saying how much he sees him. He sees his brother in Roman, how Roman's a respectful person, how much he misses his brother.
That's awesome.
I was like, Hurricane, you're gonna make me cry, man. You're a superhero. Shouldn't make people cry.
He needs to come back. I hope Hurricane needs to come back. There's no reason not to have him. Heck, make it to where Hurricane, if you don't even, if Vince's like, well, I don't want to push him, It's like just have him in matches and have him be in a match. And yeah, you can use younger talent to boost off with him, just as long as you have Hurricane in a match. Because I know Vince is not going to push him.
I wish he would.
Yeah, I do too. It's great. Both his persona of Hurricane and Gregory are great because they both can wrestle really great. And Hurricane is just a fun character. I love Hurricane. I used to not like him as much as you do, but the more I watched, and also I grew up with the Hurricane. I mean, I played it 2006 and 2007. Was he in 2007? Yeah, I remember that was the last game, I think, and then he became Gregory Helms. But I remember I played this game, so I was a big fan of Gregory Helms.
No, 8 he was still Hurricane. I remember.
Yeah.
Played 8 a lot.
Then like 9 and 10 and 11, he was Gregory Helms, and then 12 he was out. Or was he in 12?
No, he was in 12. I remember he wasn't even in 11, but he was backstage in 11.
Exactly. I'm like, why?
That irritated me so much. He wasn't. I think he was a cheat code. Don't quote me on that. He must have been a cheat code or something.
The Boogeyman was.
He was?
I think. 09 he was a cheat code.
But he had to be a cheat code because I swear he was with the Rey Mysterio storyline. He was backstage and trying to help Rey out. I'm like, what's up, Rey? Why is he not in the game?
If you have the model,
use it.
Freaking, I don't care if he has a default freaking moveset. Put him in the game.
He had his model was the toy I have of him.
The Hurricane or Gregory?
Hurricane. Oh. Because I remember when he came in, he was like, dang it, Rey, you stole my thunder, and he swooshed away.
That's pretty cool. I remember him in the games, and also I started watching, because I remember I watched SmackDown back in those days. I watched SmackDown more than Raw, honestly, and I used to see him on SmackDown. And that's how I found out about the Hurricane. I'm like, oh, this guy's pretty cool. But the more I watch him nowadays, the more I can respect Gregory Helms and what he does, and I just love the character now. And the Boogeyman. Boogeyman's fun too. And Shark Boy. Shark Boy's fun too. Those guys are all pretty fun characters.
Until he stole Stone Cold's gimmick, which was very weird.
Yeah.
And then in my universe, I had a match against Stone Cold and Shark Boy.
But that was awkward.
It was. He came out.
Still my gimmick, Stunner.
He has Stone Cold's vest on too, which was very weird. I was like, oh.
But anyways, guys, that's pretty much our thoughts on the 2018 Royal Rumble. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you, Colton, for being in the broadcast. And as always, it's been fun. It's fun to get on here and talk about some wrestling with you guys. And one viewer who has been sticking around for a long time, thank you for watching. And also everybody else who's watched us for watching.
Or will watch.
Or will watch. And we'll see you guys in the next broadcast. See you guys later. Explorer 4 out.